Did you know that according to the National Bureau of Economics, 80% of women suffer from low self-esteem? As a therapist and a wellness coach, I often see my female clients suffering from these signs that we will be discussing. I myself have suffered from having low self-esteem at times in my life. In this video, we'll be talking about 5 signs of low self-esteem. And at the end of the video, we'll talk about a powerful strategy that can help us to propel into action. Sign number 1, low self-confidence. Low self-confidence looks like not being open to trying new things or speaking up due to the fear of failure or not being heard. So for example, I often used to shy away from any physical activity such as exercise because I was afraid that I couldn't actually finish the class or be on par with my boot camp mates when it came to certain exercises. When we lack confidence, we lack the skills to get out of our comfort zone. When we don't get out of our comfort zone, we stay stuck, which impacts our self-esteem. Sign number 2, being unable to accept compliments. Have you ever achieved something and someone came up to you and said, "Wow, you did a really good job," and you quickly divert the attention off of yourself to the other person and aren't able to take that compliment in? That is a sign of low self-esteem. Number 3, feeling like you have a lack of control in your life and you prefer for other people to make decisions for you. People with low self-esteem often externalize their problems rather than internalize them, which gives them the sense of a lack of control over their life. So the narrative often goes, "No, they are doing this to me, therefore I have no control over my life," versus I can take some action steps forward to make decisions for myself that will give me a better sense of control. In terms of decision making, people who lack self-esteem often gravitate to others to make decisions for them. Earlier in my life, I often relied on others to make decisions for me or help me to come to a decision point. I didn't feel like I had the confidence to make decisions for myself, and therefore I really felt a strong lack of control in my life. Number 4, constantly pouring from an empty emotional cup. What this looks like is often giving away your emotional energy without wanting anything in return and neglecting the needs that you have. Example, often I'll have clients who lack boundaries and will give or do for others tenfold versus actually asking for a reciprocal relationship or taking the time out to care and nourish themselves. Number 5, negative self-talk. Often my clients will come to me and will discuss all of the negative beliefs that they have about themselves, about their physical appearance, their physical ability to do things, their abilities to socially interact. And it's astounding to hear the negativity that brews within individuals who have low self-esteem. I've been there. I understand. It's hard because we get tunnel vision and we can only focus on our flaws. And it gets tiring. And sometimes we actually just get tired of ourselves as well. So here is a strategy that can help you to get started on your journey to start rebuilding self-esteem. If you haven't already, I do have a video that helps us to understand ways to build authentic self-esteem, which I'll link here. In the meantime, one thing that I've noticed with my clients is that they often know what the skills are and what has to be done in order to build self-esteem. But there tends to be a block. And here we're going to remove what that block is by asking ourselves some powerful questions. The first is, if I don't take small steps towards building my self-esteem, what will the outcome be for me? How am I going to feel emotionally? What am I modeling to the people around me? And will I continue to be a doormat? And if so, how is that going to make me feel? What I've learned is that we can intellectually know the things that we need to do, hence why you're watching this video. But if we don't make the emotional connection to really feel what's at stake, if we don't make these changes, we're not going to change. One of my favorite people to follow and watch is Michael Beckwith. And one thing that he says always sticks out to me. The pain will push until the vision pulls. So I want you to ask yourself, am I ready to make some changes? Has that pain gotten to a point where the vision of finding better self-esteem is pulling? If you're ready to make those changes, check out my limiting beliefs video up next.